Warriors, what's good? I know it's been a little bit since I made a video. It's been pretty crazy. Oh man, but I'm still here with you guys. I got some content, I got some things that I've developed, but I'm getting some help with it because editing is time consuming, and I just wanted to make sure that I just got a message out to all of the warriors as we shift again. So we're moving out of, well, we're still dealing with mental health. It's always going to be about mind science, but we're shifting out of Gemini into Cancer, which is dealing with water. And I thought it would be very appropriate to do a small video right now. As you can see in the background, we got the battleship, those waters, and then a bridge. So, I personally have been dealing with a lot of things in regard to shadow work, or just clearing some things out. I know you guys kind of heard me talk about shadow work. Some of you understand what shadow work is, but more in particular, to make it more personable, been dealing with childhood wounds. Now, some would say, well, like, you're a grown-ass man, how you dealing with... Because you can't deal with childhood wounds when you're a child. And believe it or not, especially for males, your frontal lobe isn't really fully developed until you're about 25. So that's like right after college, right before you enter the workforce for real, or get into serious relationships, or a career of some sort. So then it's the hustle and bustle of work. And you do that for a while until you get a little bit more grounded. And now that I'm coming into a little bit more of a mature space and age where I can process it all in my 40s, or I'm 42, now I need the capacity for more charge, for more of those things that I want in my life, to manifest these things in my life. And if you have certain support, you know, salute to you. But for those of you who have limited support or limited resources or any type of limitation, don't allow that to be your mindset. But it takes work to move beyond those spaces in which you've been programmed into for a long period of time, certain seasons of your life. And the reason why I thought that the battleship was appropriate, because it's a battle for the mind. And then with the waters, dark emotional waters, because we're coming into Cancer, which is all about emotions. So we got all that stuff riled up into the mental space during Gemini, because that's it, with the mind. And now we're trying to build that bridge to move into a more positive, conducive space within our subconscious mind that's going to allow us consciously to think about things in a more healthier fashion. So, like I said, I've been doing a lot of shadow work, in particular with childhood wounds, and I'm making these videos from the very beginning because I want this to be a testimony to actually show people that this stuff actually works. So just watch as the seasons go along and watch how I continue to move forward. And hopefully you find some value in these videos and you'll be able to do the same and watch transformations happen in your own life as well. So dealing with shadow work. Okay. Those are those low vibrational spaces that kind of hit you subconsciously, that you're not really aware of, but then you become conscious, like a mood, for example. You might not really understand why you're so tired all the time, or why you're feeling a certain way at that moment, or whatever the case may be. Well, some of that could be coming from your subconscious mind. That could be keeping you in a vibration or a frequency, or creating a vibration for a frequency that's not the healthiest for you and making you feel depleted. Or maybe you've already had certain receptors in your brain cut off. Going into my next point with making sure that you're getting the right foods, and if you're not getting the right foods, work on that. But even more so importantly, the right minerals and supplements. If you're over the age of 30 as a male, you definitely need creatine. No questions about it. Not only for your body to keep your muscles from breaking down a certain type of way, or if you're stressed, anybody who's dealing with stress, period, should be taking creatine. When I was growing up, most of the time when they talked about creatine was to build muscles, but the younger you are, your body's capable of handling more stress, so you don't really need that much. You don't need it as much as you do when you're older in age. Lack of sleep, studying for exams, stress in relationships, stressful jobs, all these things creatine help by being an anti-inflammatory to keep inflammation out of the body. When inflammation comes into the body, that creates sickness and viruses and disease and cuts off certain receptors within your brain. Now, when we talk about the brain just doesn't let anything in through the brain stem, but over a period of time, yes, creatine also does a incredible job with helping brain activity. Essential amino acids, the 8, glutamine, L-glutamine at night definitely helps for those that are not getting enough sleep. And why am I talking about this in this fashion? Some people wake up with a pain body when they wake up first thing in the morning because all of the dreaming or astral projecting or whatever they were doing during their sleep, because their day is so hectic, they wake up depleted. So these chemicals kind of help. Remember, still creating chemicals, still mind science, so that you can have a better balance within yourself as you're trying to move forward into accomplishing those incredible goals that you set forth for yourself. Getting off work, sometimes you're in a certain mood when you get off work. If you're dealing with a high stressful job, counselor, whatever it is, or let's just say you just had to deal with certain things throughout the day. Maybe you got into an argument with your spouse and that's causing some problems for you, or your children are getting on your nerves, or good with traffic. Those of you who have to drive to work and have to sit in traffic for hours, I get it. It's stressful. Road rage is real, so you need these chemicals to help keep you in balance, because when you become unbalanced and you're operating in that lower vibration, you get stuck in a frequency what puts your mind into a loop, and now you're working against yourself. Okay? So what are we trying to do? We're trying to bridge the gap of those emotional waters by using certain tools to be able to do so. Now, I made this a short video. I'm about to end it quick. Like I said, I just wanted to come on here and just kind of holler at you guys real quick. I am working on the editing. First draft of the book is done. Woo! Took a bit to get it done, but you'll hear more about that in just a bit. What's up? What else? Oh man, it's over 100 degrees down here in the Carolina. So shout out to ILM crew, Piedmont. You know what I'm saying? I know you guys looking at my glasses like, why he got them crazy glasses on? Well, yeah, this is what we use. Well, I used to work in these glasses out there. It's a very hard job getting those planes in and out safely. So I just wanted to send a lot of positive energy to my Piedmont crew out there, getting the planes and getting them out. I'm going to be talking to you guys real soon. The next thing we're going to talk about is salts in the body, cell salts. And we'll get into more of a detailed explanation about what that means, going back into some of these chemicals that we need to help against inflammation, so that we can stay into balance, so that we can have the capacity for charge to create the desires in our life that we're really looking forward to. All right, until next time, peace.